Hello and welcome to the Mzab region in Algeria. My name is Khaled and I was born and raised in Amazigh or Benizgan, one of the 7 historic towns of the Mzab Valley. I have worked for 2 decades as a part-time tour guide at the local tourism office, and during this time I had the chance to contribute to several radio and audiovisual projects focused on the region. In these videos, I aim to share in a rather random way stories and experiences about the Mzab. My purpose is to go beyond surface level or purely folkloric portrayals, hopefully offering a deeper and more informed insight into the cultural and historical richness of this region, particularly its Amazigh dimension. Last week, at the end of Ramadan, I joined our astronomy club, Amnir, for a crescent moon observation, an activity which I try to take part in every year at least once. The observation took place on a nearby hill known as Bouamid. I chose a walk-in route that allowed me to pass through several spots I am particularly fond of. As I began my little climb, spots of fresh greenery and wildflowers awakened by the recent rains have caught my attention, as if what appears to be a dry, silent ocean of dust and rock is actually a landscape rich with hidden life awaiting only a drop from a generous sky to bloom and thrive. In fact, the Mzab region is widely known for its oasis systems, but these are largely human-engineered ecosystems, sustained for centuries through efficient water management techniques. However, the region is also home to native plant species that grow independently of human intervention. Some are highly resistant to the harsh desert climate, while others follow a very short life cycle, emerging and thriving only after rainfall or during milder seasons. I have personally encountered a few of these species recently. Some are normal plants with flowers and all, but I wanted to share one in particular because it is quite interesting. Despite its striking colors and gentle appearance, it is actually a cistanch, a parasitic desert plant. It survives by attaching itself to the roots of a host plant and draws water and nutrients from it. Anyway, back to my little climb. As I got to the top, there was a mausoleum near the observation site. It's wide, completely open to the sky, with a beautiful niche facing the sunset. Until recently, these kind of mausoleums in the Mzab were part of a tradition that takes place in spring, where people visited different sacred places to reconnect with nature and with their ancestors, a ritual deeply rooted in the Amazigh culture. Today, these places have Islamic references, but their stories and even their architecture suggest something much older. This multi-layered history, this depth fascinates me, and I will certainly share more stories about it in the future. At this point, the sun was already setting, and I was preparing to observe the moon crescent and share a snack with a friend to break our fast. Our astronomy club, Amnir, always organizes astronomical activities, including moon crescent sighting. We go out, observe, and report our crescent sighting to the ICOP, the Islamic Crescent Observation Project, which then uses these observation data to refine existing scientific models. Tonight, the moon crescent was not visible as it hid behind a thick haze by the horizon, but I was able to enjoy the planet Venus setting and take a few shots of Orion, its belt, and its nebula with my DSLR camera. The image is not clear because I had no tripod, I just improvised. Anyway, this is the kind of activities I enjoy here in the Mzab, through which I want to show you the Mzab, combining things I cherish, like little hikes, some history, and some science. Now, this video comes to an end. I'm happy to have shared these rather random stories with you. I hope you learned something new about my culture, or at least did I make you curious to learn more about it. See you soon.